Picture this, humanity never called Earth home. No blue skies, no oceans, no green forests. Instead, our story begins on Mars, the cold red desert world 225 million kilometers away from the sun. From the moment we stood upright, survival meant battling radiation, freezing temperatures and dust storms that could swallow entire cities. How would history look different if humans had lived on Mars instead of Earth? To survive, evolution would have shaped us into very different beings. Mars has only about 1/3 of Earth's gravity, so our muscles and bones would be weaker, but our bodies might grow taller and leaner. Imagine a species of humans, slightly stretched, moving gracefully in slow-motion steps. The thin Martian atmosphere is 100 times less dense than Earth's and mostly carbon dioxide. That means our lungs would have evolved to be far larger, maybe even visible in our chest shapes. Our blood might carry oxygen far more efficiently, with adaptations similar to people living at extreme altitudes on Earth today. And because Mars doesn't have a protective magnetic field, radiation constantly bombards the surface. Our skin could be thicker, darker, or even develop natural resistance to radiation. We might look less like modern humans, and more like a hardier desert-adapted species. To survive, evolution would have shaped us into very different beings. Life on Mars wouldn't just be about surviving the environment, it would shape our culture too. A Martian day or sol is 24 hours and 39 minutes, so daily rhythms wouldn't be too far off from Earth. But a Martian year lasts 687 Earth days. That means children would celebrate birthdays half as often, and seasons would drag on for months. Imagine living through a 6-month-long winter, or dust storms that rage for weeks at a time, turning the sky dark and red. Because liquid water can't exist easily on the surface, every drop would be sacred. Every drop would be sacred. Whole religions or philosophies might develop around the value of water. Instead of rivers and oceans inspiring poetry, Martian myths might revolve around underground ice, hidden aquifers, and the miracle of rain. Life on Mars wouldn't just be about surviving the environment, it would shape our culture too. Civilization on Mars would have been forced to master technology early. Shelter would mean survival, so our ancestors might have built underground tunnels and caverns instead of huts or houses. Fire wouldn't be enough. You'd need airtight chambers to hold in precious air. Agriculture? That would be a colossal challenge. With weak sunlight and freezing soil, farming would happen in enclosed domes or caves lit by artificial light. That means Martians would advance in engineering, hydroponics, and recycling thousands of years before Earth humans ever did. Even war might look different. On Earth, civilizations fought over fertile land and resources. On Mars, open conflict could mean disaster, damage a dome or water supply, and thousands could die instantly. So perhaps Martian society would lean toward cooperation and strict resource management rather than endless conquest. Civilization on Mars would have been forced to master technology early. Culture itself would be unrecognizable. With a harsh environment, community and survival would outweigh individualism. Martian laws might demand equal sharing of resources, and wastefulness could be seen as a crime. Art and philosophy would be inspired not by oceans and sunsets, but by the strange beauty of red landscapes, frozen plains, and a pink sky at dusk. Stories might not be about adventure across open seas, but journeys into dangerous caves, or legends of explorers who ventured into storms and never returned. And then there's family. On a fragile world, raising children would be risky. Birth rates might stay low, making each child incredibly precious, perhaps even a responsibility of the entire community. Culture itself would be unrecognizable. But here's the most fascinating twist. If humanity had grown up on Mars, Earth would be the dream. Imagine ancient Martian astronomers looking through crude telescopes, seeing a shining blue world in the sky, a planet with oceans, breathable air, and endless greenery. So what if humans lived on Mars instead of Earth? Would we be stronger, smarter, and more united, or forever trapped on a harsh red planet, gazing longingly at the blue jewel just out of reach? What do you think? Would Mars make us better humans or break us?